We're basically, we started out as a tech blog. We started in 2008, and now we basically a media company that covers technology and innovation in Indonesia. We have Bahasa Indonesia, but a few months we've been starting to use English section as well. And we do lots and lots of research for free, so you can download the research reports about technology industry in Indonesia on our website. Well, Indonesia is at that very early stage of becoming a very powerful economy. And I think you can Google lots and lots of consulting companies saying that Indonesia is going to be the fourth biggest economy in the world by 2013. And it's definitely in the cusp of being one of the biggest technology market as well. I think a lot of companies, tech companies, the giants, Google, Facebook now are in Indonesia. But what's interesting is even though we have so many exposures from global tech companies, our internet penetration is only 50%, 50. So we have a long runway to go to 80%, 90%. So lots and lots of opportunities, and lots of a big chunk of the population going from offline to online. And the government has been pushing a lot of infrastructure projects to make sure a lot of people can go online, access all this information. And with that demand, of course, we need supply of content, services, technology base. And this is also, again, we're a very young population. 50% of the population is under 30 years old. So that makes it super productive, very accepting to new technology, new apps, new everything. This is very, very young population. So that kind of market is perfect for a lot of companies to be starting in Indonesia as soon as possible, basically. Indonesia is not like other countries. So a lot of companies from US, Europe, or even companies from China, when they expand to Indonesia, they bring this American mentality or Japanese mentality or China mentality. It doesn't work that way, unfortunately. A lot of companies who brings all these foreign products to Indonesia without adapting to the local market, they fail horribly. Indonesia, although we call ourselves Indonesia, but it's actually there's tons and tons of different languages, dialects, behavior. So it's a highly fragmented market. So it's not as simple as one strategy for all. Even for your company that does one thing, you have to talk to different people using different languages, different behavior, different marketing strategy. So this complicates everything. And that's from the market side. On the infrastructure side, of course, although we're quite developed in the big cities, but there's a lot of areas in Indonesia that aren't as well built, like in Java Island, for example, the main island. So that poses a problem as well in terms of infrastructure. Logistical-wise, also a nightmare. 17,000 islands across Indonesia, across the country. That poses a problem for companies, e-commerce companies, logistic companies. So all these problems, right, means it's also a big, there's a big opportunity for whoever can solve these problems, be it from Indonesia or for foreign people as well. Well, I think this year, 2018 and 2019 is a bit scary, not just for people outside of Indonesia, but also for us Indonesian, because it's a political event, a major political event. So the presidential election is going to be up next year. This year, actually, just a few days ago, was the residential election as well. So there's a lot of uncertainty whether the current president, the political situation will be maintained. At least so far from 2014 until now, our current political climate has been exceptionally good. The economy has been growing from all sides, which is a good, you can see especially from the tech sector, that's growing rapidly for the past few years. So this year and next year is going to be a lot of uncertainty whether it's going to be continuing the growth or someone new is going to be continuing the power and switch to new strategy and stuff like that. So a lot of people would probably wait until next year. But again, high risk, high gain, right? I would suggest people to invest now because again, in this time of uncertainty, there's a lot of opportunities as well. There's a lot of problems to be solved, which also means business opportunities. And people always say the best time to invest is yesterday, so tomorrow's going to be too late. today is going to be too late as well. And again, a lot of great companies are being founded in Indonesia for the past year. I've seen a lot of amazing startups. And this is like the second wave of new startups. The first wave was in 2010, 2011, and a lot of these companies died out between 2014 and 15. So now with all this knowledge that we accumulate throughout the first wave, the new companies that are started these days are not just well-funded, but one of the reasons they are well-funded is because they have more robust knowledge of what has happened, how to do things properly, and it's not so much of a culture shock as well for gaining people in. So I think now is an amazing time to come in and start to invest despite all these uncertainties.